Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch One, and thanks for logging on. Today we are looking at this IWC Portuguese Yacht Club Chronograph edition Volvo Ocean Race 2011 to 2012. It's a big name for a big watch with big feature content. You can see this limited edition IWC on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there if you like, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. Now in 2011 to 2012, that's right, it spanned an entire set of years. The first Volvo Ocean Race Challenge was held. With 6 crews on 6 boats, the goal was to take high-tech multi-hull vessels and captain them around the world through 9 legs as quickly as possible. IWC was a debut sponsor, and they issued this 2011 to 2012 Yacht Club Tribute Chronograph as a result. Now you can see on my wrist 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference. The original IWC Yacht Club Chronograph from 2010 to 2014 was actually a bigger watch than its successor, the 3904. This one features a 45.5mm case across the round of its titanium case, and it has a delightfully thin 14.5mm thickness, so it actually sits fairly low on the wrist for such a big watch, but from lug to lug, make no mistake, it expresses itself 53.5mm from extremity to extremity. The nice thing though is that this watch is all about proportions and judicious choice of material, because the watch features a huge dial in relation to its bezel. The bezel is just a little gunmetal gray halo, almost like burnished steel. It rings a beautifully massive carbon fiber dial with a silvered rehaut, and you can see that the watch reads almost as all dial, with the lugs, the bezel, and the case flanks falling away and making themselves scarce visually. Now the titanium ensures that on the wrist, the watch wears really easy. So although it's a big watch, it's not a heavy watch. It's actually one of those luxury watches that feels almost supernaturally light for its size. Now a very high quality IWC conforming end piece vulcanized rubber strap keeps this one secure. The nice thing though is that unlike many conforming end pieces, those on this strap don't make it particularly rigid, so you can easily fold it down and around a smaller wrist. The strap is incredibly massive, so if it had any tendency to flare outward, there'd be no fighting this. The benefit though, since it does curve so easily around a smaller wrist, is that you have a strap that's massive and solid enough that you can easily expect at least a decade of long-wearing durability. Now the strap features a beautiful carbon weave motif, echoing the design of the dial itself, and that continues on both flanks for visual texture and articulation. Now on the bottom, the watch features a sort of cross-hatching that serves as a relief channel, and this is a feature that you see on higher-end straps. Let me get it in focus. But this is a feature you see on higher-end straps to relieve moisture, grit, or sweat against the wrist during periods of activity, and this being a ocean sports-inspired chronograph, that's a nice feature to have. Now the full deployant clasp, it's a large single deployant with a beautiful satin titanium finish, same material as the case. When closed, keeps a nice low profile and actually looks almost like a pin buckle when it is closed, with a beautiful IWC signature inset. So excellent ergonomics, an easy watch to wear if you have a smaller wrist but you love the big watch size and proportions. Now you can see that the dial of this one's just a little bit special. Beautiful red, white, and blue color accents with applied Arabic numerals all the way around. There's a gorgeous railroad or sector style minute chapter ring, and then outboard you can see the 0 to 60-second calibration of that dished silver rehaut. So there's a lot going on with this watch in terms of color and texture and material choice, and it does feature leaf-style hands at center. So this one is easy to view in the dark. It doesn't glow like an absolute torch, but it will put any dress watch to shame. Now I'm going to start the chronograph up because we want to get a little bit of chrono action. What you can't immediately tell is that the IWC caliber 89361 in this watch is a true 3 register, so you have hours, minutes, and seconds for the time of day, but then you also have hours, minutes, and seconds for the chronograph registers, because what you see at 12 o'clock is actually an inset mono counter. So you're getting hours and minutes on a single dial, and this keeps the dial clean, symmetrical, and handsome. The Yacht Club is an upscale sports watch, not a pure utilitarian timepiece. Small measures of distinction that add to the refinement and visual elegance, like the mono counter, count for a lot. Now it does feature a beautiful jump date with quickset, and all of these mechanical refinements are enabled by the IWC in-house caliber 89 361. Now you can see it right here, 38 joules with 68-hour power reserve, automatic winding thanks to the shock-protected bidirectional IWC Peloton winding system. This one's actually driven by 4 separate pawls, so unlike those in the 80,000 series or the 51,000 series, this is actually even a more highly evolved version of Albert Peloton's grand 1950 to present IWC automatic winding mechanism, still highly efficient bidirectional and shock resistant as ever. This particular iteration, let me get it back in the plane of focus, represents the foremost and most contemporary refinement of the Peloton winder. Now what it also features, in addition to the 68-hour power reserve, is a free sprung balance, which you can see beating away here at 4 Hertz, or 28,800 vibrations per hour. This is a very tough movement, and what it allows you to do is wear this watch with relative abandon, featuring a rugged movement with a rugged winding system and an exceptional 6-bar water resistance, so far more than the standard Portuguese. This one is built for ocean surface sports. If it gets splashed, if you get drenched while you're hauling in the lines, don't worry, that's the purpose. You can see this IWC Portuguese Yacht Club Chronograph Volvo Ocean Race 2011 to 2012 limited edition in titanium with carbon fiber dial on our website, watchyouwant.com.